All right, well, I'm going to carry on here and give you a little continuation. Uh, when it comes time for my card play, I was thinking about passing because all I got is a card for a future offensive I really don't want to use, or I had this China card. All right, now this China card really don't come into effect because China markers moved all the way to the right, so the event's not going to help us out very much. Uh, so the event's null and void. I mean, it might be a good card for later, and you know, or I could have just passed. I don't know. But anyway, we're playing it for the ops value, so it's going to be an operational card. So I can activate 2 units, and whatever my logistics value or my unit activation value is the headquarters. So we're going to activate Manila as our headquarters. That gives us 2 more units to activate. That'll be 4. So what I did was activated this. I guess it's a Dutch unit from I think down here at Turlap, one of these spots down here, Tickenberg or Talik and whatever. This spot he came from, moved on into here. There's no Japanese zone of influence to stop me, so it was just a port-to-port movement. He moved on into Singapore. Now Singapore has a stacking limit of 3 units, combination air and ground. So to make room for him, I transported a unit here. Now he flies extended range. He's only got a range of 2, so he's got an extended range in parentheses of 4, which meant he can fly 4, but he can't participate in battle with those parentheses. So he just did a little transfer there. So no, it's 2 of the 4 units I was able to activate, leaving me with. Oh, you know what? All right, my bad. So anyway, I was going to say I thought it was the Japanese card player's turn. All right, so there's 2 of the 4 activations we got remaining. Let me see who else I want to activate. We'll be right back. That was our remaining moves. We moved this unit on out of up here. He'd have to take. Well, there's nobody here, so I guess he could go ahead and come this way. So he must have just went this way. This unit that was here, this one here, was in Singapore. We moved him out. He's got a step loss. Moved around here, so he just did a little bit of beefing up here with Singapore. That'll be the extent of our 4 activations. Oh, get my pointer. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now there was no battle. We're not going to have any battles in this turn, so there won't be no reaction or anything. Let me make sure I did everything else right, but I'm pretty sure that is going to be it. And this card will go into this card allied pile. Let you know if there's any notes or procedural discrepancies. I'll be back. All right, well, I still don't know what to do when I run out of cards because I only have 2 passes, so maybe that'll be enough to get me through. We'll just see that when we get to it. Till then, the Erasmus bot has picked this card, and he wants me to use it for its operational cards value, which is a 3. Now our target still, main target, is Manila. And after going through all of the Erasmus, I think it come up with unsupported invasion. I'm not sure. Let me see which one that was. Unsupported invasion, which it means ground unit amphibious assault. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to gather our forces for an amphibious assault against Manila, our first target to begin with, our top priority. Now this time, though, we're activating this headquarters, and it has a 13 hex range, which brings it down. Whoa, which brings it down here well within range of all the units that I need activated. But more importantly, it has a 3-unit logistic bonus, giving the Japanese player a total of 6 activations. All right, so there you go. Using it for its op card value. That's another thing. If we would use it for its event, it says only air and ground units may be activated. Well, we need naval units. And also, another restriction we have is we only have 1 amphibious shipping point left in this turn. So we're going to have to use our amphibious units that are with the naval units to begin with for the assault. Now we have 1 amphibious shipping point left, so we can move a regular infantry unit with just one value. I forgot what size it has to be, but we'll figure that all out. But we have 6 activations, and we got to target Manila. We'll be back. Anyway, well, first thing we'll notice is that in the prior Japanese attacks, they're pretty well established air superiority. Nearest air unit's here, and he has a range of 2, extended range of 4. So his range ends here to interfere with any type of assault. Same down here. I think the range of the Allied zones of influence are like this, and that's it. That's got nothing to do with here, so we'll be able to definitely move freely on in without having to have a carrier cover. So we might just the main thing to do here is infantry. Infantry, we have unopposed naval units, so our naval units will get a +2 modifier. So I want to pour in a bunch of naval units and some infantry units. And I have a maximum of 6 activations. Not really worried about air unless they can bring in some good attack factors, but I'm not seeing any air close by, which means if they did fly, they'd be flying at extended range, which would have their attack factor. All kinds of goodies in this game. We're having fun. This is a great game, and the Erasmus bot is doing its job. I mean, I could go ahead and play myself, but I'd rather see what the Erasmus bot does, and so far it's spot on. I mean, I got a little taker here and there, but yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Now I have to activate 6 units for my attack on Manila. We're back. All right, I think I'm only going to be able to activate 5 of the 6 allowed activations for the Japanese, because this is the deal. I'm allowed 6 activations. The die here has all my activated units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I could activate another ship or something, but it ain't gonna do no good, because at least as long as I got 1 naval unit in there that's unopposed, I get the bonus of the 2 die roll modifier. However, it takes one of these ships to move one of those what's called Japanese organic naval unit transport capability. So when these units go with what is it? Cruiser. Light cruiser and an APD with naval unit, whatever that is. So let's make sure we qualify here. Yeah, we're all good. I made sure we were all good. So that takes up an activation. So there's 1, 2 there, and I was hoping maybe we could, load a bunch of them onto one ship. They could all go on one ship, but they can't. So it'll be 1, 2. This will be 3. This unit here is a reduced unit. So normally, if he was full strength, it'd cost 2 shipping points to move. Since he's reduced and he only has 1 step, he's 1 shipping point. Therefore, taking care of the rest of the Japanese amphibious shipping points. We can't have any more amphibious assaults, at least with regular units this turn. Now these white units, if they're with their white transports, they can move without amphibious shipping points. So I got this one here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I said, I could move a air unit in there for support, a carrier, but it's really not going to do nothing. What I need is another ground unit, but I don't have enough activations unless I don't activate him and activate another 2 units. But like I said, he's got the biggest value. There's not another organic naval transport unit or one of these that has that kind of strength. So that's what I'm left with. Only 4 activations out of 5. Now we will roll to well, I guess we'll move my units. Let me look and see what the proper procedure is here for offensives. Offensive player declares, offensive player moves activated units. Okay, activates units within the blah 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 prior to movement, and any offensive bonuses from we don't get none of those. The offensive player moves my activated units. Let me do that real quick and be right back. All right then, everybody is in Manila. Waking up in Manila Bay with warships and an amphibious assault again. It's like the 3rd try on this one, although we do have ground units here, so we'll see what the results are. Next, implement any reaction cards. Let me see. Oh, implement. Wait a second here. Moves his activated units. The offensive player declares battle hexes. Okay, battle hex will be declared right here. It'll only be one this turn. Alright. Oh, come on, where was I at here? Declares battle hexes. The reaction player may cancel the offensive using a weather reaction event, which won't happen. Implement possible event bonuses from event. Not that. That's not going to happen because it's not an event card or EC offensive. Special reaction is possible. Reaction may roll to attempt additional battle hexes. No, we don't have that capability. Change the offensive. Alright, now we will be able to do that. And we need to roll a 5 or less. So let me see. Let me see here. Be right back. Alright, yep, 5 or less. The allies get to roll to detect this attack. Not that they can do anything about it. Oh, another R die roll modifiers. I'll have to find that out. I think the die roll modifier might have been if they detected us through an enemy zone of influence, but there was no zone of influence. Like I said, we got air superiority, so we won't be adding any of those modifiers. Let me check that out real quick. We'll be right back. That was correct. So the allied player looking for, what was that, 5 or less? Oh, what we got here? Yep. Offensive intelligence, blah, 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 blah. Then the die roll is successful if the die roll is equal to or less than 5. 5. Alright, so we will be able to change the attack from surprise to, intercept, I guess. We'll be right back. So to activate our headquarters, we'll activate the headquarters here in Manila. We've already looked this up, so they can still activate units within their range when still in battle. So there you go. Ooh. Turning him around. Now he has an activation of 2, and the card is 3, so I'm able to activate 5 units. Let me see here. 5 activations available for the allied player. Now, I definitely won't be able to activate 5. And we'll see how many amphibious shipping points I have. That's only 1 amphibious shipping point left. And we don't get the break like the Japanese do, so we definitely have to use one if we want to move any infantry in there. Other than that, don't see we're moving any. I don't see that there's any air units within range. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, but he's in parentheses right here, so he can't participate in battle. Shoot. We have no naval units left. We are out of naval units, so the only thing I think I could do maybe is to move an infantry unit in there. Let me look this over and see what the allied reaction will be. But we have changed it from a surprise attack to I don't know what it's called, but at least we can fire back at each other. The firing will be simultaneous. We'll be right back. We get a +3 die roll modifier for our headquarters on a reaction on the effectiveness die roll, but they get a +2 because they have unopposed naval bombardment. We'll be right back. Alright, we'll be doing this then, using our last amphibious shipping point. Up here to 2. We have maxed out on that for this turn, and with that, we are going to move this unit here. You know what though? We can amphibious assault because they have naval units already in that hex. So that'll take care of that. Let me move that back then. Amphibious shipping points used. We have 1 more left. And my plan to bring, hold on a second. This unit here on into the battle is not going to work because, again, they have naval superiority. So won't be doing that. That leaves me pretty much my hands tied. Can't bring any naval units because we have no naval units left. Air units are out of range. Infantry unit can't make amphibious assaults. So that'll take care of that. We'll go on to, let's see here. No reaction possible. Huh. Well, that's still, we intercepted them, so that'll still give us a simultaneous fight. We just ain't going to be able to bring anybody on in there. Alright, reaction player activates move to participate. The reaction player may play any attack reaction cards. We don't have that. Implement any offensive bonuses after reaction. Implement any attack reaction cards. Then there, resolve all battles. So, next battle for Manila. We'll be right back. First off, a little rules correction before we get on with it. All ground attacks are always simultaneous fire, so there's nobody firing first. Getting ready to add us up some factors and figure out combat effectiveness. Alright, we'll be going to the dog park time, so we're going to be real quick here. The Allies have 20 attack factors. Their effectiveness die roll will be modified +3 for their headquarters unit. Gives them a little bit of an incentive, maybe some elite units protecting that headquarters. Imperial Japanese Navy / Imperial Japanese Army. We have naval units there and army units. This unit here came from China, so there's reduced from prior fighting on the China mainland, committing their atrocities in Nanking. Japanese defense factors are halved for amphibious assaults, and their effectiveness die roll is a +2 die roll modifier for offshore bombardments. Rolling for the Allies. Ooh, not good for the Allies. They get a 3. Oh no, they get a 4. So 4 will be their die roll, and that will be a 1-on-1, which means they will inflict 20 hits on the Japanese. All right, rolling for the Japanese. Combat effectiveness die roll. Oop. We'll have to do this later. We'll be back. Alright, sorry about that. But life has to go on. We will continue here with the Japanese die roll. And excuse the background noise, but it is a household. Alright, we'll go on with this roll here. It'll be a +2. Ooh, man, the Japanese are killing themselves here with a 2. And it will be half of their attack factors. So that would be 18, 8. I think they're only attacking 8 attack factors, putting on 8 hits. Alright, well, we're going to take a break here. There's too much noise, and we'll be back. Alright, continuing on with our disastrous Japanese offensive against the Philippines. I mean, they just can't get it going on. It's all about die rolls. They got bad die rolls. So anyway, to continue on, Japanese are only inflicting 9 hits onto the U.S. Army forces in the Philippines, and that won't even flip them over. So the results of the battle will be retreat for the Kamikaze, the Tenryu, 18th Corps, our Army, Chinese, and then we got us some 4th Sioux, Japanese Navy or Marines, I guess. And this little boy was eliminated, so that's what the results of the battle are going to be. We will, let me see here. Put this card away. It's then been played into the pile. We have some post-combat deployments. We'll be right back. All right, we're almost done with the first set of card play with my first game, and I don't think I've had to restart the game. I've been doing pretty good on this one. We got 2 cards here for the Japanese. We are out of cards unless I want to play my what's that called, future offensive card, but I don't really want to play that right now. I got uses for that later. I mean, it won't do me any good. I ain't got no units on the board as the allied player. Look down here. Everybody's at 0 for the new card play. The U.S. has one amphibious shipping point left to use. I do have 2 passes, so it might be what happens with no cards left to play. I'll just have to pass. Japanese resources are at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that don't have nothing to do with their card draw for the first 2 or 3 turns, and then it'll be based on their resources and other criteria. Japanese have used up all their amphibious shipping, so we will not be able to do any more amphibious assaults with regular troops. We'll have to use the what's it called? They're just the light troops, the Marines units. They can be amphibious assaulted without using amphibious assault or amphibious shipping points. Ugh, all the acronyms. All right, that'll be it. We are going to carry on with the Rasmus bot. See what they pick up. We'll call this a video. It's getting kind of long, but that's what's going on here. Japanese have yet to get a spot on their list of priorities. First priority was Manila. We haven't been able to crack that not in a while. Had a disastrous attack on Singapore, and it's mostly from Japanese effectiveness die rolls of zeros. I mean, really, I've gotten 2 zeros in a row, so it's really just as bad as I could get for the Erasmus or Japanese side. They did eliminate a headquarters unit, and that was at a zoom in here feature. This headquarters unit, we got that as a bonus with an event card, but they went in there and zapped on that, and that's what the Erasmus bot told us to do. So I guess it knew the headquarters was being deployed. I don't know, but it said get that headquarters, so we did, and that's its only accomplishment. Singapore and Manila pretty well garrisoned. I made sure I garrisoned them suckers. We'll call it a video. See what happens next.